chances are if you've watched Nickelodeon, you've seen SpongeBob and Fairly OddParents. I've made a couple of SpongeBob theories, so I thought I'd tackle a bizarre question about Fairly OddParents. Why does Cosmo get increasingly dumber over the seasons? The easy answer would be because the producers wanted a stupid funny character like most shows, but I never take the easy answer. My thoughts on why Cosmo starts off mildly undereducated and becomes mentally unstable over the course of only a few seasons, is that fairies lose their power after a while and become weaker so that their kid won't overuse them. Timmy Turner's extreme selfishness has made 264 wishes, and the effect that it'd have on Cosmo and Wanda would be appalling. If we can assume that overwishing will magically and mentally drain the godparents, then Cosmo and Wanda should be stupid by now. Cosmo is obvious, and although subtle, Wanda has gotten dumber too. I believe that they get drained to show the kid that they can't get everything they want at the expense of others. So Cosmo's dumb because he's drained from Timmy's wishing. And we see that Timmy carelessly wishes all the time. This draining due to losing magic can be considered a limit of the immortal fairies. The only two things that limit the fairies' immortality and magic are the rules and whether the magic of fairy world is powered or not. Mr. Crocker is one of the only adults on Earth who believes fairies exist, and his belief has been shown on occasion to be the power source of fairy world's magic. So either the rules state that overwishing will drain fairies, or Mr. Crocker is losing belief. Obviously, Crocker will never lose his obsession, so obviously it's a part of the rules. This means that the creators of the rules put that in there. The creators of these rules specifically made it so that overwishing will drain godparents. This makes me believe that the whole point of fairy godparents is quite simply to show kids that getting anything they want at the expense of others isn't a good thing. When do the godparents show up? When Timmy's stuck with Vicky. Obviously, you thought it was because Timmy was stressed and abused by a psychotic babysitter. He wanted her gone, and then the godparents showed up. They answered to a ton of his wishes, but it was at the expense of Vicky. Now, Cosmo and Wanda are the ones at the expense of Timmy. It's all a lesson. So that's my theory. It doesn't need a ton of evidence to be a theory, as sometimes the evidence is very hidden. In summarization, Cosmo becomes increasingly dumber over the seasons because Timmy's overwishing drains them mentally and magically. The fact that immortal fairies are drained because of overwishing is a limit, and all the limits are in the rules. The rules was written by the leaders of fairy world, so that means that their plan is to send godparents down to sad children to teach them that their happiness will not be found at the expense of others, and that there are limits against overusing an excellent resource. That was exhilarating. Until next time, I'm the Theorizer.